The usual vast crowd had gathered on every vantage point around Monte Carlo to witness 77 laps around this tortuous circuit, a race they all wanted to win. And what a great start. Senna and Prost away from the front row, Boutsen in third place, then Mansell up there pushing hard, and Brundle in fifth place in the Brabham, really charging hard. But Senna by this point had opened up a small gap over Alain Prost in second place, with Boutsen third, then Mansell pushing hard in fourth place.
And this is what it was all about. Senna and Prost pulling away from the rest of the field. The two McLarens in a class of their own. Thierry Boutsen came into the pits and needed a new rear wing, as would teammate Riccardo Patrese. Brundle took over third place when Nigel Mansell went out when his gearbox failed.
And then Andrea De Cesaris tried to go inside Nelson Piquet at lowest hairpin. This was the result: a horrendous Monte Carlo traffic jam and a very irate Andrea De Cesaris. This is Modena again. There we are. No, scusa, dove vai? Oh, grande problema. And I tell you, it was a big problem. Alain Prost afterwards could not believe the traffic jam in front of his McLaren car. There were the marshals asking the traffic to go round to the right, just a slight deviation, thank you very much. But Senna still in the lead at Monte Carlo, on his way to victory, as poor Gabriele Tarquini retired with electrical problem, and Martin Brundle came into the pits, looked like he was going off to be excused, and vacated his Brabham cockpit, but they were actually putting in a fresh battery, Bob.
Meanwhile, the Tyrrells were battling together. Alboreto ahead of Jonathan Palmer. Brundle, meanwhile, was ready to go out again. The battery changed. He had dropped from third to seventh place. Senna was on course with a checkered flag, and duly won his second race in succession.
Yeah, great win for Senna, but unfortunately for Ivan Capelli, he lost sixth place when the electrics failed on the Leighton House March, and Herbie Blash, the team manager of Brabham, punches the air as Brundle manages sixth place and Stefano Modena third place for Brabham.
Prost was second for the third race running. Behind Modena came another Pirelli runner, Caffey, scoring his first points, while Alboreto's weight resulted in fifth place. In spite of a lack of practice, Modena proved to be too good with the champagne bottle, so Senna went off in search of other prey, and the defenceless Ron Dennis seemed a good enough target. Young Modena was obviously delighted. Had there been any problems for the Brabham driver?
Everything in this weekend went very well. We had no problem like Imola or Brazil. So we had a good time in qualify, pre-qualify, qualify, and we have a good result in the race.
2 wins for Senna and 3 second places for Prost meant that the pair tied with 18 points at the head of the championship after 3 races, while Mansell's win in Brazil still gave him third place, even though he'd retired in both races since then. McLaren were racing away with the Constructors' Championship after a pair of 1-2s, while Mansell's lone 9 points still put Ferrari in second.